Y'all bitches got fat while we starved. Shots in your ass, pads in your bras. Y'all some liars. Ain't no facts in your songs. The crown's coming back to the Bronx. Hey, what's up? What's going on, everybody? You've now tuned in to my Love and Hip Hop New York recaps. Guys, make sure you subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet done so. We're going to be doing weekly recaps here. A lot of you guys have been asking, whatever happened to your Love and Hip Hop recaps? I've still been doing them. The only one that I haven't been doing is Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, because I'm just not into it like that, where I feel like I want to review it. But I still do Love and Hip Hop New York. I still do Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. It's just I was doing them on my second channel, which I will definitely be sure to link for you guys, because on that channel, I was like, you know what, I'm going to do it over here for right now. I might end up moving it back over there. I don't know. It just depends on how I feel. But I'm still going to have Empire over there. I'm still going to have Star. I think I might continue doing that one. I'm going to do Real Housewives of Atlanta, and I might do Tamar and Vince over there. So I feel like I have a good amount of content that's going to be over there, so I can kind of have at least one over here, so you guys can kind of remember, okay, I have a second channel if you guys like these types of videos. So definitely be sure to check it out. And also comment down below for your chance to get a shout out in my next video. That's how I've been doing it. I just kind of look at the comments, go eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and I pick somebody and I say your name in my video. So yeah, definitely. And I read your comments as well. All right, so we got some new people. We got some old people. We got people like Lil Ma. Lil Mo, who didn't even make, she didn't really make like a introduction today. Like we didn't really see her. And who else is coming that's new? Oh, this chick named Anais. Oh, and the girl from the Bad Girls Club. Baby Doll. She's another one that's in there. So yeah, Remy Ma is back. And I really thought she wasn't going to come back, because I heard through the grapevine that she was saying that she was like kind of over the show. But maybe she did something where she was like Ra Ali. It's either her or Ra Ali. Because as we can see, Ra Ali ain't back on there. And I think we all know who the bigger person is. You know, the bigger reality star is, or not even reality star, but the bigger star in general, the bigger celebrity. So I guess if they had to pick between the two of them, they would have picked Remy Ma, hence why she's not on the show. Because, you know, they was having their little bit of drama when she ended up doing that song, well, collabing with Nicki Minaj, where they had that line about her on there. So, yeah, she talks about women's unity, and she talks about how she brought all these legends on to the Summer Jam stage with her, which was really nice of her. But it's funny how you talk about unity, but yet you going hard on another female, you know? It was kind of like, really? But I mean, if all the things that she was saying really did happen, I understand why she had to like say what she had. Well, she didn't have to, but why she did what she had to do. And she kind of took it upon herself to just kind of put stuff out there. Because if somebody, every time you go to an award show, they like, oh, now I want to sit next to her. Or if she's going to be sitting here, I don't want to sit there. I don't want to be at this event. Or trying to like blackball somebody. But yet, back in the day, you was talking about some free Remy. Then I would feel some type of way too. And I would probably, to be honest, like, because I'm super petty at times, I would probably expose them as well. So, I see. It's nice how they still showing the whole hashtag Black Love thing. Her and Papoose, they still going pretty strong, because we all know how reality TV can sometimes bring couples apart. I mean, look at T.I. and Tiny, look at Tamar and Vince. I mean, the list goes on, but those are two of the ones that I remember for right now. So that's the only two we're going to bring up. So JuJu's back, and also we got Bianca back. Bianca still having issues with people. Bianca, she over here talking about some chick named Bri. She having problems with her. This is the new person that we're going to be introduced to that's apparently going to be on the show as well. Dream Doll, this is the Bad Girls Club chick. She's now on there, and her booty looks even bigger than it used to look on Bad Girls Club. At least to me it did, when she had on some little black dress there, and she kind of turned around. I was like, wait, what? I don't remember it looking that big. You know, like she went to the place and she got it done, and she was just like, put a little more in there. I need a little pump. I need a little pop. A little extra pop. Pop, pop. So yeah, her booty was looking extra. She got that little extra boost. So Safari is back, and he was just on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. So he reality show hopping, because he's also on this other show that I watch called Scared. What is it called? Celebrity Scared, or Scared Famous, or something like that. That show so far has been pretty good. I mean, it's only been one episode, but it's kind of funny. I feel like they're all gonna start turning on each other, because all of them have most of them have some really strong characteristics or whatever. Not even characteristics, but they were just like real strong. Whatever. They have strong attitudes and whatever. And they catch attitudes real quick, like Drea, and we remember how Eva was back in the day. I mean, I don't know if she grew up. We got New York on there, Eva. I mean, what's her name? Y'all know who I'm talking about. They got all them people on there, and I'm just like, this is like a recipe for disaster. Sky's on there. All these people catch attitudes real quick. I don't know how it's going to go, but we'll see. I'm waiting for the drama, because I know it's coming. So Yandy says that she has put everything behind her, everything that's went down in the past year, and now she's just focused on getting this money and making sure that when Mendecees comes back, that everything is flowing. It's nice and good and just kind of going the way it's supposed to be going. And she also says that, she just wants it to be real smooth for him. Rich Dollars, he's now 41 years old, and he just recently found out that he has type 2 diabetes. He's been diagnosed with it. So it's just something that it's life-changing to him. I mean, disclaimer, before I go saying some inspirational stuff right now, using him as an example, I don't know, because it looked like he about to get crazy real soon with that little Spanish stick, so I don't know. But, it just kind of seemed like when stuff happens to you, especially when it's health related and it's not something you could really change, because I don't know if it's the one that's related to your eating habits and things like that, or if it's just something that could be part of his family, it's hereditary or whatever, because some things are hereditary and you can't really change them just like that. And he said that other people in his family member did have the same thing. But it can definitely be a life-changing experience and just kind of put you on a different path and just make you realize, damn, I could die any day now, any minute. So it just kind of puts things into a whole new perspective. But I don't know if that's what exactly is happening with him. I mean, he had that little nice scene. It was just real, real slow motion, and just kind of made you feel for him. But I don't know. Anais is a Dominican mommy. She says that she was in something like American Idol, but not American Idol because it's for Dominicans. And she won it. And she's been singing since she was 15 years old. So, I mean, not 15, 5 or real little or whatever. She got a manager. His name is Navarro. He kind of reminds me, when they showed his side profile, he kind of looked like a Black Ink crew member, Caesar, but just an upgraded version a little bit with some little bit smaller lips. He got a reduction or something. That's how he kind of looked like to me real quick. I was like, wait, what? I was like, what's that? He looked like Caesar. That's what I said that while I was watching the show. And she be flirting with him and stuff, but he was she flirts with everybody, but his chick don't really like stuff like that. So I guess we're going to be introduced to her coming up real soon. And so she also was talking to this other guy. He was some older guy. And I'm like, oh my God, that's so sweet that while she's performing, her father, he comes to see her, show support. You don't see that too much. But come to find out, it was not even her father. It was her husband. So I'm thinking, as soon as I saw him, I'm like, this dude is probably her, he probably got that moolah. You know what I'm saying? But now she about to be getting her own money, so she acting up. Because she said how she was the housewife. She was there for him. She had the kids. And now she's coming back to do her own thing. But she was acting real funny towards him. And I'm just you see, it's funny how when people start getting their own a lot of times, when they couldn't do any better, they'll be down for you. They'll ride for you. But as soon as they get up, a lot of times you'll see them leave so fast. And that's what it kind of seemed like she's doing with him. So, Webster is another guy that we get introduced to, and he has a connection with Bri, who has the beef with Bianca. But he's just saying how she's a good artist and how Rich Dollars should work with her. So he thinks about it and he looks like he about to make moves and kind of work with her, even though he knows that there is some kind of beef going on. He's willing to give it a shot because he likes money more than anything. And that's what, at the end of the day, that's what it's about. And she was able to market herself and sell herself to him. Not literally, but yeah, sell herself to him. And he was like, you know what? Yeah, all right, we'll give this a shot. Bri says that Bianca pretty much jacked her style. And when I seen her talk in the confessional, I was like, oh my gosh, I can see why. Because this chick is over here like, I don't know, like even when she was talking, they had like the same type of Harlem type of vibe going on. I feel like Bianca's either from Brooklyn or she gotta be from Harlem, like one of the two, just from the way she talks. And they both have that same, something about their dictation is just kind of very similar. The way that they was dressing was very similar. There was even another scene where they had like the same kind of color outfits on. They'd be wearing the same colorful hair, long virgin hair, whatever, with colors in there. Like, they look like they could be sisters, or they need to start a group or something. You know, call themselves twins or call themselves sisters. They would go pretty far. I'm about to make up their group. But she also tells us about, like, how her mother was addicted to, well, she had an addiction, but she used to also be in the music industry. And she was raised by her grandmother, but her grandmother doesn't want to see her go down that type of path. And her grandmother's ill. So right now, this is like something she wants to prove to her grandmother, like, I can make it. And I see why, because, you know, you always want to see that admiration on the person who took care of you, whoever it is. You want to see them happy for you. You want to see them smile. You want to see them rooting for you, you know? And it does hurt if they pass before you're able to do that. So Safari, he has like a little meeting with his family. Well, they go to like dinner or something. And it was just really a nostalgic type of moment for me, just because the way they was like interacting, it just kind of reminded me of me and like some members of my family, or the way that I talk to my son sometimes, like the way the mother was talking when she, especially when she was like, when he tried to give her like a dap and she was like, no, don't do that to me because we not, I'm not your friend. I've heard that so many times growing up, and then I caught myself recently saying that to my son, like, you know, like, we can be cool a lot of times, like, me and my son, but then sometimes, you know, I gotta let him know, like, don't be crossing the line. Me and you ain't no friends, okay? Don't even get it twisted. So, I mean, I'm gonna check him real quick. And it's just, it was funny because that totally reminded me of that. Like, it just gave me that real, like, West Indian family type of interaction right there. And he tells her that he wants to get, like, he wants to kind of settle down, but she's like, well, you can't be hanging out with all these thoughts and stuff. That he's like, hold on, where you get these thoughts words from? Like, who taught you that? Because that ain't no Jamaican thing. Thoughts. That's definitely New York thing. Like, American. So yeah, she was definitely telling him, like, you gotta watch the people that you hang out with, because that's who you hang out with is who you become. And I've heard that before too. It's like all these little sayings. It was totally like relatable or whatever. But yeah, that was cute to see. Anais, I don't know, like, I feel like she was doing a little too much when they showed the scene where she had on the blue hair and she came in and her husband was there and she just had like this sour face on. And then, like, she's doing her little commentary and she's saying how nowadays when she comes home, she just feels so sad. And she just had the sad face. It was just like, girl, you look like you acting mad hard. And then she's all like, oh, she kind of feels like she doesn't want to be with him. And she tells him that. But he seemed like he don't care that much. Like, he was just like, well, what do you want to do? You know, like, you got to make up your mind. And I'm like, well, I guess he could do whatever he want. Yeah, he just seemed to me like he wasn't too concerned, or like he don't seem like he's too desperate for her. Then we went on to talk about like Remy's awards and how she won, I think it was the BET Awards, and Papoose, he's like really ready to move forward with the in vitro, and he's just kind of reminding her that she's working too hard and she doesn't really seem focused on doing that. I mean, to be honest, once you have like that type of experience, which you guys know that I've had, where you had a miscarriage, it's just kind of hard to move forward, especially when it was a life-threatening situation. It's like kind of hard to move forward because it's like you're literally almost sacrificing your body and hoping that all works out well. I mean, I commend people that are so brave to just go right into it and keep on trying. I'm like shook right now after the everything that went down with me like last year. It's just, I don't know. It's just like so many things that go through my mind personally with that whole situation. So Rich Dollars, he got Bri, he got her, he's talking to her. Then she goes to the restroom, and this is the part where they both had on like the same glittery type of outfits. I'm like, yo, all Bianca needed was to have like her hair in a blue, because I think the other one had a blue color, just to have the same color hair, because Bianca had like a blonde color hair and an updo. But it was funny how when Bri was walking to the bathroom, they kind of put like a close up on her booty, and I'm like, yes, yes, loving hip hop. Show them the little booties, little booties. I'm like sucking English. All the bodies and them freaking matter, okay? All booties matter. Even the little boom booms, okay? Because, yeah, I was like, oh, that's different, you know? That looks like my booty, you know? I don't think anybody would really want to do a close-up on my booty, but it was nice to see that. I mean, I don't know if she'll probably enhance it, hopefully not. Because it seems like once people go on social media or once people go on TV and they get the criticism, they end up enhancing things once the little love and hip hop checks come in. So probably by season 2, we might not see that little booty anymore. So y'all better make sure y'all screenshot that or take a little video clip or whatever, because you're probably not going to see it again after this season if she lasts, you know? But I'm just saying, it was to me, it was cool to see, just because it was different. Because normally when you see them do close-ups, it's always of somebody with the big bubbly booty that's most times, probably 80% of the time, man-made, you know? So now, Bri comes back while he's talking to Bianca, and Bianca seemed like she was okay. Like, she seemed like she was cool. She's like, yo, you want to come over here? You want us to talk? Blah, blah, blah. And Bri seemed like she was actually open to talk to her. All of a sudden, this girl come and throw a freaking shoe at Bianca. I mean, at Bri. These bees are gonna get to me. All these Bianca, Bri. Their names are even similar. So she freaking throws a shoe in her face. Like, I was like, that was doing the most. And these security guards, they was mad extra. Like, they was holding Bri even while she was outside when they wasn't even in harm's way anymore. I was like, come on, people. Y'all doing a lot right now. But yeah, and then Bri was all like, oh, I run New York. And I'm like, but who are you? How do you run New York and people that's in New York don't even know you? I mean, I've never heard of you ever. How do you run somewhere? She run it from the underground, y'all. That's how she run New York. I don't know why these people be thinking that. Like, where do you run? Do you run Harlem? Maybe in Harlem they know you, or maybe in Brooklyn, wherever you're from. I don't know where she's from, but I don't know. I've never ever heard of this girl. Unless she got a song and I didn't know that it was her on the track. Maybe. So now Yandy, she got a new artist. His name is Graf. I feel like I heard of his name before. But she was over here oiling up the dude, oiling up his arms, smiling. I mean, she was looking a little happy. And then in walked Mendecees' mother. And she was like, what is this? She's like, Mendecees sent me over here to check up on you. She's like, check up on me? Like, for what? And she was like, to check up on you, see what you're doing. And she's like, what's all this anyway? She dead was like calling the dude out, trying to fight him. She's like, Judy, go to sleep. She's like, don't try to play me out like that. Like, she look like she's getting real serious. Like, don't try to play me out like that, because I'm not one of those grandmas that just go to sleep. Don't do that. Don't. I'm serious. Like, she looked like she was getting really mad. And then she looked like she was trying to run up on him. But the security guards came and got her. So the dude was just sitting there like, You got her just in time. I don't know if it meant just in time because I'm about to slap her, or just in time because I ain't want to have to like restrain her, or I don't know what he meant just in time for. But I was like, okay, I don't know. He looked like a silent killer. You better watch out for him, because he did look like he was starting to get real annoyed with her. Because I know I would have got annoyed. Somebody coming up like don't even know what's going on and trying to like slap you up. Like, you ain't my mother. You somebody else's mother, but you ain't my mother, so you ain't finna be acting like that towards me. Yeah, I got that from my southern people. That fitting to be doing this. But yeah, you guys, I mean, that was pretty much what was going down. Those was the highlights of the episode. Definitely, like I said, make sure you check out my other channel, because on Wednesday we're going to have Empire and all them other stuff coming up, going. So, yeah, I want to see y'all over there, okay? And, oh, I got a giveaway coming up on Monday on here. Well, it'll be Monday or Tuesday morning. We'll see. I think it's going to be Tuesday at 12 a.m. So, pretty much the end of Monday. Alright, guys. So, definitely be sure to be on the lookout for that. Thanks, guys, that checked out my recent video, my Tiana Taylor inspired video. That one was pretty hot. I showed you guys my orange hair. Orange hair, don't care, boo. Stay fabulous, live free, and soar limitless. I will see you in the next one.